contrary to popular belief, I'm not from East Africa. Ke Mokala Kahela, from Sibina in Botswana. Yes, great. All right. Today my talk is about adapting your mindset to thrive in the unknown. We stand on the brink of a technological revolution that will fundamentally alter the way we live, work, and relate to each other. As the world changes, the humankind must be able to adapt to whatever circumstances that come their way. Adapt is the key word there. The term survival of the fittest really does have a significance in the world today. In ancient time, back in the day, survival of the fittest usually referred to the toughest guy in the village. In my mind, his name is Ukonko. I think all of you would know him from the book Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. But today, that's slowly fading away. And what we're noticing is that survival of the fittest really does mean somebody who's got a very strong mental capacity, someone who can adapt in any situation, good or bad. As the sweep of the fourth industrial revolution takes over and comes into effect, people's sense of purpose will be challenged. Job criteria will be different. Traditional jobs that you have today will not be sustainable. Technology will be the workforce. Probably one day someone giving a speech will be a robot. All you do is type in what you need and you'll deliver the speech. To survive in any situation, one needs to develop a strong mental strength and also have a deeper understanding of who they really are in today's world. Already, as the human race is noticing, there's been a surge in the number of suicides and people with depression. Social media, on everyday accounts, we hear of somebody who's taken their life because they did not fit in. They felt as though somebody else's life was better than theirs. We all know this. When we go to bed at night, you've got your iPhone or you've got your Android, and what are you doing? Scrolling through someone's Instagram. Oh, they've got nice shoes. Oh, they've got a nice bag, you know? And so it's making us feel as though we're not adequate in today's society. So one thing that you must notice is that, or one thing you need to do is make sure that your mental capacity is ready for the unknown. The most important way to deal with this is to look ourselves in the mirror and say, hey, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, later on, or even in 5 years. So what do you need to do? Relax. Because you don't know what the future brings. Low self-esteem makes you presume too much about the future. But here's a secret. So does positive thinking. Really emotionally secure people don't assume things have to go well. Neither do they assume that something is bound to be a disaster. As we move into the new era of life, mental positivity is key. So what's their secret? These emotionally stable people. They've learned to relax, not knowing what tomorrow will bring. They can tolerate, thrive, and even do amazing things, just not knowing what's going to happen. What your mind wants you to know is such and such a thing going to work. Is my relationship going to work? Is this job I'm getting going to work? Is this business opportunity going to work? As for me today, is this speech giving you light and hope? I don't know. But the one thing that you must always know is that you will be fine at the end of the day. That's because insecurity and worry makes you worry of life. W-A-R-Y. Potato, potato. So what you must do to become self and truly assured is to say to yourself, I don't know what's going to happen. I'll do all I can to make it work, but whatever happens, I'll be fine. The capacity to relax more with uncertainty is part of what really healthy, a really good, healthy self-esteem and confidence is all about. We see this through great men and women all around the world that have done this before. gone to become great leaders in the world and become public figures that we stand and look up to. One great person I personally like is Victor Chen. He was born in northern Uganda, spent 21 years of his childhood as a refugee, and spent more than 7 years living off one meal a day. I don't know, I like my food, so I don't know if I could live off one meal a day. But the story that I want to talk about today with Victor Chen is, he did not know what tomorrow brought. In northern Uganda at the time when he was growing up, there were militants who were terrorizing these refugee camps. So today you might wake up and find that your whole entire family is gone. Tomorrow, he was uncertain whether he would have anything to eat. He didn't know whether he was going to go to school, if he was going to find his mom or dad alive. But what kept him going was his mental strength. What kept him going was just saying, I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I will be fine. Right? I hope you guys are with me and getting what I'm talking about today. He now is one of Africa's key and prominent leaders in Africa today. His organization, which is the African Youth Initiative Network, has gone on to help 21,000 people, war victims, from mutilations, surgical reconstruction, to rape victims, and also to the hungry and people who are affected by gunshots. He is a key reference when it comes to the struggle for human rights and justice, a product of resilience, a personification of struggle, and the youngest Nobel Peace Prize winner. Today on stage, you're going to talk to a Rhodes Scholar, or a future Rhodes Scholar. Victor, through all the greatness that he's done, tried to become one. He even applied 3 times, and they said no. But what kept him going? Just saying, I'll do better, I'll be fine, I'll be okay, don't worry. And that is the mindset that you always need to have, especially when we move into an era that we don't know what's going to happen. Another great figure that I really like, it's going to sound very cliche, but is Nelson Mandela. I've read his book, Long Walk to Freedom, twice now. And if you know that book, you know it's a bit bulky. The one thing I like about Nelson Mandela is that throughout his struggle, from living in Orlando and Soweto to going to Robben Island for 27 years, is he kept that mindset. I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. Is the boar going to come and slash me out today? Am I going to be alive tomorrow? Am I going to be banned from a certain place tomorrow? He didn't know. But he kept the faith and the very strong mental capacity there. And so what I want to say to you today is, I'm not in the field of science. I don't know what the future holds. But I do know one thing, as an aspiring lawyer myself, that us lawyers will be fine. Don't worry. In every society, when something new comes in, you need to regulate it. And so we're going to be fine. We're still going to be signing those checks. But for you at home who doesn't know what the revolution, the fourth industrial revolution is going to bring, all you need to do is sit by yourself and tell yourself, I'll be fine. Because life is truly what you make it. And if you sleep on your laurels, then you will not see the next day or not see the hard labor that you've done. So I want to say to you guys today, go home with a positive attitude, with a mindset of a winner, with a mindset of a powerhouse. Because in each and every one of us is a powerhouse. I thank you very much for listening to my talk today. Thank you so much.